Hey guys, it's Heather B from the Babel Voices blog Change in Action and from polyog.com. And today I wanted to do a quick video with you for you on passion. Um, to me, passion is what drives you and what forces you to get up out of bed in the morning, even on the days when you're thinking that being under the covers would be the best thing ever, because I often have those days. But to me, it's what keeps you going. It's what you want to do with your life. It's what has a large impact on your life. For me, it is Congress, which people always think is really, really bizarre thing to be so passionate about and so into, but I guess I just am. And a question that I get a lot is, how did I end up so interested in Congress? And the answer isn't even that exciting. It's just that I watched a lot of C-SPAN when I was younger, and one of my first memories of watching C-SPAN was watching Ted Kennedy on the floor of the Senate. And you remember he had this loud, booming voice, and he was on the floor of the Senate talking very passionately about something. And I remember watching him being like, I just want to be where that guy is someday in my life. I decided that I wanted to be a senator. And I remember my first trip to Washington, to the House Representatives, to visit my congressman, my former congressman Mike McNulty, and he invited us to watch him vote from the House gallery. And when he voted, his name came up on the screen, and we all applauded, and then we got yelled at by the sergeant at arms because, as you all know, or if you know that from watching C-SPAN, that there are no displays of noise, I guess. I can't remember the exact terminology, from the House gallery. So we got in a little bit of trouble, but it was still fun because he came and he waved at us afterwards. And that was one of my first experiences at the House of Representatives. And then, of course, I was an intern there for a while for Senator Clinton, and then for Mike McNulty as well. How I got interested in it is that it just happened. My parents didn't force me into it. They didn't say you should go into politics. They kind of just thought that I should do whatever I wanted to do. And what I wanted to do for a really long time was run for Congress and be in Congress. And when I say Congress, I mean Congress as a whole, the House and the Senate. Do I want to be a member of Congress now? Like, at this moment, definitely not. In general, would I want to run for Congress? I don't know. I used to think that it was a definite, and now I'm not so sure because I've worked on enough campaigns where I know that what goes into running is just a lot more than I can handle. The other thing is about being passionate about Congress and being like, I love Congress, even when they're have 11% approval rating, is that I'm the person who loves Congress even when they have an 11% approval rating. And I remember saying this at the end of the 112th Congress, which is the Congress that just ended in January, during the whole fiscal cliff debate. And I remember thinking, I still love them, even if they're screwing up, and even if they're driving me crazy, and even if they're making me work on New Year's Eve while I'm trying to drink champagne. I still love Congress. I love them as an institution. I think they're one of the greatest deliberative bodies in the world. Do I wish that we had question and answer time like in the UK? That would be amazing, because I would love to watch Mitch McConnell ask President Obama questions. That would be kind of fun and entertaining. Maybe, that while they're changing their filibuster rules in the Senate, they can also think about question and answer time, because that way the Republicans would stop asking about not getting enough time with the president, but that's a whole different post. The other thing is that you have a lot of members who spend time trying to get out front and get out there. So what we often hear about in the news are people who are members of the House and Senate who do crappy things, and that's not what all of them are like. I mean, I am very, very lucky, and I would say blessed to have, I think New York State is blessed to have several members of a delegation, 29 total, who are really in it to help their constituents and who are really into their constituents and the communities that they live in and that they represent. And you don't see that a lot. And the good people don't often get the amount of time on CNN or MSNBC because they're doing their job. They're going to their communities, they're visiting schools, they're doing whatever they need to do to make sure that their constituents feel that they are being heard. And those are the kind of members that I'm often around and I'm surrounded by, and that those are the type of people I like to emulate. And I wish that people, the rest of the country, could see that and have those experiences with their members of the House and the Senate. And I, like I said, I'm very, very lucky to have such a great congressional delegation, and not everybody is that fortunate. Talking to you people in Wisconsin with Paul Ryan, I'm sorry for that. But I, like I said, I love them. I love the institution, and I love being able to debate. And I feel like anyone who would put so much of their time into serving our country in any aspect, whether it be creating laws or making sure those laws are just or protecting our country, I think those are the people that I am passionate about, and I want to make sure they get their props. And I want for people to also feel engaged and feel like they can talk to those people, because they are making, members of Congress are making decisions for us every single day. So there that is. That's pretty much why I love Congress. I love Congress because they are a great deliberative body, and I feel like most of them, out of 535 of them, I feel like about 85% of them are doing it for altruistic reasons, and they want to help the country. And that's kind of why I'm passionate about them, passionate about getting people engaged and talking to them, and especially getting women to talk to them and talk with them and feel like they can reach out to their members as frequently as possible. So there that is. There's a big answer for why I love Congress. So what are you passionate about? I like to know. I like to hear these things. What drives you? What kind of gets you up in the morning, even when you don't want to? Feel free to leave an answer in the comments, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.